Chat. So we got another one here. This one's gonna be a doozy, so I'm excited to watch this one. Let's just dive right into it.
Yeah, this guy completed his career.
Hello, you absolute legends. Can you believe it?
This guy,
It's already been more than a year since a completionist and his family's decade-long charity scam was exposed last November.
Wow.
For those who need a quick refresher, between the years of 2014 and 2023, Jirard and his charity, the Open Hand Foundation, took in around $1 million of donations.
That's a lot of money.
That they said was going to various charities
It's
focusing
accurate
on
makeup.
dementia research. But over that entire time, the truth was that they hadn't donated a single penny and had kept
I've been told I kind of look like this guy. Kind of hurt my feelings.
everything. It was only after Mudahar and myself made our videos about the situation that the Open Hand Foundation finally donated some of the money, donating $600,000 to the AFTD. The completionist
I still don't understand why this happened.
So I'm 100% unknowing of what's going on here. So this is 100% new knowledge to me. I didn't even know who this guy was, right? So this is all new to me. To answer Asmongold's question, I don't know why this happened. I think it's because there was a lot of money involved.
He took donations and then he held on to the money for years and he never actually donated the money. But he didn't use the money either, it seems. He just held on to the money.
I would assume he held on to the money, hoping that the people would forget about it, or hoping, I guess, nobody asked to see the donations. I don't know. And he kept it just in case this happened so he could give some away and not go to jail. But that's the only reason I could think of that somebody would do this. They would hold on to the money so they could try to get away with it.
And it was like, why would you do this? He was making interest? No, but he wasn't, though. That's the thing. I don't get it.
Public image was pretty much destroyed, and deservedly so. He had been lying for years, and after he was exposed, he took no accountability whatsoever. He made up excuses, made up lies, and more than anything was just angry at us for making the public aware of what he was doing. And it didn't take long for the completionist to return to YouTube and continue making content. After his terrible response video, he just...
For the people who said I look like this guy, I just want you to know, I don't think I could ever get a beard like that, so... Shots back at you.
Moved on and acted as if this entire charity scandal never happened. And his...
By the way, best way to do it. Definitely the best way to do it. After you deal with drama, the best way to deal with it after that is you just move on.
Yeah, ignore it.
Family moved on and didn't care whatsoever either. They even held another golf charity event several months later. This was immediately after it was already proven that for years the golf charity money had never even made it to the Open Hand Foundation.
Oops.
The family was keeping everything. But then, around 4 months ago, the completionist disappeared. And there might be a good reason for this.
Where'd he go?
The Completionist production company, That One Video Entertainment LLC, is in huge trouble. I've never spoken about this, but for the past 2 years, the Completionist company has been engaged in a frivolous lawsuit against the biggest GTA Online roleplay server, NoPixel, basically trying to extort them for half of their...
Why?
What?
You know why, chat?
company, and in October, they lost. And now Jirard's company may have to pay back hundreds of thousands of dollars in attorney's fees. And the cherry on top of all of this is that it appears as though the Open Hand Foundation might now be under investigation by the IRS. A lot.
Dude, this guy's done. He's over. It's over for him. Done.
That's not so good, huh? That's actually kind of bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's good.
Wow. Uh-oh.
Dude, I just understand. So this guy, he had a successful YouTube channel, a successful career, and then he does a successful charity, and then just doesn't pay out? Like, why? If he wanted to be a scumbag, there's legal ways where he could have paid himself through the charity and gave himself at least a little bit of money. Like, oh, that's crazy.
What's been happening, and in today's video, we will take a quick look. I really hope you enjoy.
What?
In today's video, we will take a quick look. I really hope you enjoy. And in today's video, we will take a quick look. I really hope you enjoy. And in today's video, we will take a quick look. I really hope you enjoy. And in today's video, we will take a quick look. I really hope you enjoy. Now, Legends, a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Watcher of Realms.
Black Myth
Watcher of Realms
Wukong.
is a really fun fantasy RPG that I've played a ton of over the past year. It combines classic fantasy RPG elements with tower defense, which are two of my favorite genres. I love the
This is the
real-time
version
strategic
for
element
Nintendo
that tower
Switch.
defense brings. It makes the gameplay so much more interesting. The graphics are incredible, and there are
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really into tower defense games, where I used to be, so I would be inclined to maybe check it out.
over 200 unique heroes to collect and develop. And what the graphics are incredible, and there are over 200
That's crazy. Wow.
Oh,
unique heroes to
wow.
collect and develop.
Oh, I
And
just
Watcher of
noticed
Realms
what
is
he paused it
celebrating
on.
Christmas time with a brand new limited hero, Sun Wukong. He brings the Christmas cheer with a festive new skin and an awesome event featuring strategic stages, challenging mini-games, and a beautiful Chinese-inspired map.
Oh,
Tis
it's the
season
fat
for exciting
guy.
events where you can win 74 free summons, tons of valuable items, and the
Summons?
new
I
legendary
wonder what
hero
those are.
Callista.
I'm not gonna
with her
lie, this actually
exclusive
looks kinda
artifact,
cool.
along with the powerful mage Alira in her sexy Christmas battlesuit. There are so many amazing gifts to unlock during these Christmas celebrations,
Man.
and to receive them all, simply log in daily and participate in all of the festivities. Watcher of Realms has a great selection of game modes, including the
Man.
campaign, arena, guild boss, and intense guild v guild battles. And honestly, it's the perfect time to start playing. To download or play Watcher of Realms, just click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen.
I need to
It's
put-
available for free on
I need to get
PC,
sponsors for
Android,
these games,
and
man.
iOS.
Yeah. I need to
Before we
play
start
these.
today's video, I want to recognize that I know that I have
Oh, it's him.
lost a lot of your trust at home. And I want to spend as much time as it will take to rebuild and re-earn your trust. It's going to take time, but I'm willing to put in the commitment, and I hope you give me a chance.
Of course.
This is what Jirard said back in January when he returned to YouTube less than 2 months after his charity scam was exposed. I have no idea what he meant when he said that he wanted to re-earn your trust.
He
because
wanted people to start watching him again.
I give him money.
That's what he meant.
Dude, that freeze frame, he actually looks legit kind of evil. He actually looks like, look at the eyes and everything. He looks nefarious here, dude. Kind of making me feel a little uncomfortable. Like, ew, this guy has some ulterior motives. Oh, stop looking at me.
He meant that a lot of people don't like me now, so I want you to start liking me again, so you'll watch me. Yeah, it's pretty simple, really.
after
I
this
mean,
statement,
yeah.
he continued to pretend that nothing ever happened and he never spoke of it again. For the next 8 months, Jirard would continue to post videos to his channel,
I
hoping
feel like he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I mean, we got 73K, 90K, 209K. This is all right. It's not like he's cooked, man. He doing all right.
to resuscitate his brand. The quality,
Yeah.
however, was now greatly diminished because most of his employees either quit or he let them go. And
Oh.
then in August, he released a video about alien isolation
Yeah.
and hasn't been seen since. But while Jirard was pretending that
He got
everything was
isolated.
hunky-dory on the surface, behind the scenes, shit was hitting the fan.
Uh-oh.
For the past year, many people, including myself, have been waiting for the Open Hand Foundation to file their 2023 IRS tax returns.
Oh, no.
Personally, I wanted to see if anything changed after they got exposed.
Yeah.
Were they suddenly going to start properly declaring their income now that so many
See, this is the good thing about the IRS. Like, there's not much I would say that's positive about the IRS, but you do get these little wins here and there where if somebody's scamming like an organization like this, if you have like the YouTube is full of it now of investigators, journalists, all the CoffeeZilla types. So with the IRS being so public, you will find it. If you scam, they will find you.
many eyeballs were focused on their charity. Well, what's interesting is that the Open
They
Hand
didn't.
Foundation hasn't filed their 2023 IRS tax form.
Well,
It's probably another situation where he's holding on the money. He's hoping that, if we wait, they'll forget.
I think they're a bit late. Yeah, I don't know about this one, if you can get an extension on this one.
You can. You always
Yeah, I
can.
don't know.
You can.
Despite it being long past the
But if you get an extension, you start paying interest on it, dude. So if they do have an extension, they're getting fucked with interest right now.
deadline. If you search the charity through the Office of the Attorney General, it says their reporting is incomplete and the IRS form is required. This hasn't happened in any other year. The Open Hand Foundation have always filed their forms on time. So it's very peculiar that at a time where it's more important than ever to be transparent, they aren't reporting. Of course, there are multiple possible reasons why they aren't submitting their forms. The most obvious would be they haven't yet done their 2023 accounting. But
Yeah, that's the main reason they didn't do them.
it could also mean they are currently being audited by the IRS. Personally, I think it's the latter, given how many people reported the charity after the scandal broke. Another piece of evidence
I don't know. I mean, like with a personal tax return, you can submit, I think it's a 4868 tax extension form. And that'll allow you to, instead of filing in April, you can file in October. And then you can extend beyond that, but there's like a few exceptional rules and like things. But other than that, I never want to hear you guys make fun of my hair ever again.
But what he's saying is true. You could delay it till October. But after October, you start paying monthly interest. So, assuming they know how much they're going to be paying. So, let's say he has to pay the IRS $1 million. He starts getting taxed interest on that $1 million per month. So, if he hasn't filed for all 2023, 2024, that's 12 months, 15. So, since October, right? October, November, December. So, you'd have 14 months there. So, he's already 14 months behind. So, let's just say he's paying $1 million in taxes for his charity. Let's just say that he'd be having now to be paying somewhere roughly around, probably paying another like $200 to $300,000 more just on interest alone for the months. Maybe a little more actually. I'm doing this math in my head, but that's a lot. That's a lot in interest.
This guy's got a symbiote on his fucking head. I never want to hear this shit ever again in my fucking life. Okay? He got venom on his fucking forehead. Look. So, you're doing the same? No, I'm not. No, it's totally different. It's completely different. Anyway, what was I saying before about this? Oh, yeah, about the taxes. So, that could be it. That could be the reason. Yeah, and he could have submitted an extension. But I don't know if you can get an extension on this one, though. I have no idea.
To support the fact that they are being audited is that it does appear they have already done their 2023 accounting. So there doesn't seem to be any other legitimate reason not to file. We know they've done their 2023 accounting because as part of their 2024 annual charity registration to the Office of the Attorney General, they needed to state their revenue and expenses for the previous year, which they did. And this is where things...
So he has an idea. So either he's doing this as a guesstimate, like he's just guessing as estimated values, but I believe these need to be backed by the IRS. So if they're doing this, he has a time limit where they have to be retroactively mandated to be fixed, I believe, with this form. So there's times where, like in businesses that I've worked with, that we've done stuff like that, where you give an idea and the idea is based on your previous years. So you say, oh, I haven't filed yet and I have an extension. They said, well, give us the values of your last year and then we'll modify it.
Things get very interesting. This form doesn't give us any breakdown like the IRS tax forms would, but it does give us a few basic figures. It says that in 2023, the Open Hand Foundation raised $155,000. This is significant because it's by far the most revenue the organization has ever reported in a single year. The previous highest total was back in 2021, when they raised $136,000, but that was under very different circumstances, so let's compare. In 2021, Jirard's fundraiser Indieland received $113,000 in donations.
That's a lot of money.
Just through Tiltify
That's
alone.
Good.
The charity also received a $25,000 grant from Jamie Lee Curtis's charity, Syzygy. Just these two income sources alone already amount to more than the $136,000 they reported, which means all of the bits, subs, merch sales, and all of the golf charity money simply vanished. Jirard's company his family...
That's good, because you take the charity money and then you spend it on yourself. That way you have more money to spend on yourself.
This is actually kind of wild.
Good one. Smart. Not necessarily even what happened, but man.
Just took the rest. And this pattern of money vanishing continued from the years 2019 all the way through.
So my understanding that this guy actually had a successful YouTube channel, right? If it's the numbers I think it has, this guy might have tried to scam people for like a value. Wow, this is getting ridiculous. I think he's making on YouTube a decent amount of money. The point I'm trying to make is he's making a decent amount of money on YouTube, that the amount he tried to scam people is not even worth it. It's not even worth it, dude. Like, Asmongold made $100-something-thousand on PoE's release on Twitch, just on donations, on subs that day. Like, this guy has like, what are you saying, 4 million subs on YouTube? If he's averaging like a 4 million sub channel, this guy is like, this is why greed gets people, man. He doesn't even. This is wild.
Through to 2022, a total of 4 years, and the money that went missing probably totaled several $100,000.
So chat is saying he went from 4 million to 1.4 million subs. That's crazy. That is, even at 1.4 million subs, like the numbers we just saw where he's getting 90,000, 90,000, 90,000. We have to look at the retention time of those videos, but he's still probably making he's still probably making in the thousands of dollars, right? He's still probably on his YouTube channel alone making enough to have a mediocre life, like a not like grand thing he's probably used to, but he could probably have like high to medium middle class life right now. Buy a house, pay your rent, pay for all your expenses, and have maybe $2,000 to $5,000 spending money a month. That's probably what his YouTube channel is making around there. He's probably making anywhere from, right now, if he has 1.4 million subs and he has those numbers, he's probably pulling anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 easy. But at 4 million and the views that I think he was getting, it's just stupid that he did this, man. Just stupid.
But in 2023, after the public realized Jirard's family was stealing money, suddenly everything changed.
I bet people probably didn't, they didn't give as much money that year. That would make sense because they would be like, well, I don't want to donate money to this
scam
because you didn't do anything with the money. Like, so it's like, if you want to donate, because
you know what's really sad too? Like, these people who are donating are his fans, right? If he would have just said, this is for me, hey, instead of donating to this charity, it's gonna go to my pocket, he still probably would have got like a fraction of that. And this is what I'm talking about, the revenue is just from his YouTube stuff. That's not from merch, that's not from Twitch, that's not from sponsorships. Like, this guy is literally, for a few $100,000 probably, ruined his life when he was making more than that. Greed, dude. Greed will get you.
You know, you think you donate to a charity, it's gonna go to the charity, and then Jirard just puts it in a box and it's just there. Like, I feel like, yeah, it would make sense, right?
2023, Indieland only raised $64,000 in donations through Tiltify. This is $50,000 less than in 2021. And yet, magically, 2023 was the Open Hand Foundation's best year ever, raising $20,000 more than they did in 2021. It is a miracle. By the grace of God, the Khalil family has finally learned how to properly report their income.
Wow.
It's amazing. We already knew that Jirard and his company were stealing money before, but this most recent accounting is just the nail in the coffin.
See, like, for me, what I find to be funny with this is the fact that I don't even know whether they were stealing it. This guy was such a clown that I think that there's a good chance that there was actually no malicious intent involved, and it was just a case of just astronomical levels of being a fuck up.
So brazenly obvious that once they were exposed, they decided it would be unwise to continue skimming off the top. And as a result, despite last year being one of Indieland's worst performing,
I think it's more similar to something I was saying. Like, maybe he kept it Maybe it is incompetence and it's just stupidity, but the only reason I could really think of is he held on to the money and hoping people would forget about it, and eventually he could just keep it himself. That's the only thing I could think of. Like, why would you do a charity, not give out the charity money, and just hold it? He didn't invest it. He didn't touch it. He didn't play with it. He acted like it was a treasure chest, right? So the only thing I could really think of is that this dude found his pot of gold. He hid the pot of gold, and he was waiting for everybody to forget about the pot of gold. Then he could go and get his gold. That's all I could think of. Or maybe it is incompetence or just stupidity, but I just... When you have... This guy's dealing with a lot of numbers every day. The YouTube, the merch, the stuff. I don't think he's that stupid. Maybe he is. I don't know.
Years ever by far, the Open Hand Foundation was more profitable than it's ever been.
Wow.
Another interesting thing about this form is that it shows the Open Hand Foundation is still holding on to $200,000. And this is before their 2024 golf charity event, where they would have collected even more in donations. Why are they still keeping this money? One thing I've come to realize is that while Jirard may have been very concerned with his public image, his family, specifically his brother and father, couldn't care less. This is why back in May they continued running their golf charity tournament as if nothing ever happened.
I don't know. I don't know what to expect.
Now, Indieland has been removed as one of the charity events, leaving only the golf tournament. And the golf event was never something that Jirard was a part of organizing. And it's why the Open Hand Foundation now feels comfortable going back to hoarding donations, because the public backlash that was originally directed at Jirard now has nowhere to go. When the Open Hand Foundation made their $600,000 donation after the story initially broke, they still had $200,000 sitting in the bank. And this is only from the reported income. As I said before, I suspect Jirard's family has siphoned hundreds of thousands of dollars out of the charity over the years. But I
think that's a pretty big accusation to make, and I don't know if I'd really say that they siphoned the money out, but I just feel like this whole situation was really confusing to me. Yeah, this is him, by the way. Yeah, after that Alien Isolation video, he decided to become a rapper.
Oh, I thought this might have been like stand-up comedy or something. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, this whole situation does seem a little sus. It seems a little weird. And like I said, this guy threw away hundreds of thousands of dollars that he made legitimately to try to scam hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's just stupid. It's just a stupid. This whole thing sounds dumb. But you know, again, the Bible says money is the root of all evil.
I can't think of a single good reason why they still need to keep $200,000 in the bank when their expenses average around $10,000 to $15,000 per year. And literally the only purpose of the charity is to be a middleman between Good Samaritans and charities that actually do dementia research.
Yeah.
I just want to say, guys, usually when there's a middleman and it's a YouTuber, they're pocketing some of the money. They're pocketing some of the money.
As I said before, the lack of filing to the IRS is a pretty good indication the charity is now under investigation. And I really do hope this is the case. But the IRS isn't the only thing Jirard now has to worry about.
Sure.
Because Jirard's company, That One Video Entertainment, has just lost a huge lawsuit. That One Video Entertainment LLC is the company that Jirard created in 2012 that all of his business activities fall under, including all of his YouTube channels and his charity event, Indieland. I will be calling it TOVE for short. On Jirard's LinkedIn page, he states he is the owner, president, and CEO of TOVE. And in April of 2023, TOVE sued GTA Online's most well-known role-playing server,
They're suing Coil.
Why?
What the fuck? How is there this much drama over a GTA RP server? This is crazy. Yes, how? Dev drama? That's fucking it? Yeah, you have no idea. I don't know anything about this. You're right.
NoPixel. NoPixel is owned by Coil Content Creation Proprietary Limited, which was started by a fellow Aussie, Mitchell Clout, otherwise known online as Coil. If you follow the Completionist, but don't follow GTA Online role-playing, you've probably never heard of this lawsuit.
Yeah.
And even if you have, you probably have the wrong idea about who is suing who.
So
And
is this like some kind of big deal? Like, did everybody know about this lawsuit? I never even heard about this. This is nuts. Yes? Oh my god.
That's because the reporting on this lawsuit has been abysmal and full of misinformation.
What a
It all
surprise.
started in May 2023, when a user posted the lawsuit to Reddit, claiming that
Right.
DW
So 2023. So maybe that's why he didn't do his taxes, right? Because he's waiting to see what happens to the lawsuit. Maybe he's trying to use the last 200,000 in that charity fund. I don't know. I don't know what's going. This is like, this whole video seems kind of stupid. Like this whole drama, this whole situation just seems the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like somebody causing drama in their life for no reason. Well, I guess money's the reason, but it's wild.
was suing NoPixel. DW was a developer that worked for NoPixel for several years, but he and NoPixel's owner
How
Coil had a
does this
falling out in
happen?
December of 2022, and DW ended his relationship with the server. The day after this viral Reddit post, Dexerto signal boosted the story
What a
with the
surprise.
headline, "Former GTA RP NoPixel server dev DW is suing owner Coil for considerable sum." However, this was all completely false.
Right.
It wasn't DW that was suing NoPixel, it was the completionist company, Tove. It literally says who the parties are on the first page of the lawsuit.
Wait, so you're telling me that a Reddit post was wrong, and then an internet drama website reposted the wrong Reddit post as it was news? No way! You're telling me that, wait, that happened? That's incredible.
Who would've guessed,
Wow.
huh?
understand how everyone
must be
got
the
this
first
wrong.
time.
Tove's lawsuit asserted that because DW developed some code for the NoPixel servers and DW was an employee of Tove, this meant that Tove owned the code that DW developed,
Oh
and thus
my
Tove
God.
should own half of NoPixel. But this entire DW developed
Dude, this is Shadows of Mordor. This is literally the same thing EA is doing with, oh, that's our copyrighted boss mechanic. Like, this is literally that same situation. Wow. I hate everybody.
and thus asserted that because DW developed some code for the NoPixel servers and DW was an employee of Tove, this meant that Tove owned the code that DW developed, and thus Tove should own half of NoPixel. But this entire law
Usually when you do work for somebody, the idea is that they own it. That's why they're paying you to do it. Yeah, if you're getting paid to code, you don't own the code. Yeah. And there's a lawsuit over this? Does Rockstar own it in the end? That's a really good question. And I think the answer to that is probably yes. Yeah, I think actually they do.
This is wild. This is crazy.
Well, no. If you make a mod for a game, do you own the copyright?
This is all just
that
copyright shit, like I said, like the Shadows of Mordor.
Mods, no matter how well respected or validated by developers, can also be found to infringe copyright statute. Generally speaking, you own a copyright to code you write for a game mod, meaning you have legal rights to your game mod code. However, important to respect the specific terms, key points to protect, actual ethics and legalities of modding. So my understanding is that this is what my understanding is. You do own the code.
So if you make a mod before I want to try to take my shot at this first, see if we're on the same page. So if you do the mod If you write the code for the mod, you become the creator. And it is yours. But then if you give it to another company to use, they're using your technology, they're your thing. Unless they specifically pay for the rights of that mod and they take full ownership by dividends or straight up purchasing, then it is no longer their mod. They are the creators of the mod, but they no longer control the mod. If I create a mod and give it to a Discord server of a friend to use in their Discord server, and they're paying me to use it, it would be like paying for the licensing of it, I believe. It would have to be a different purchase, different amount of money, different agreement to actually complete the transaction of ownership. That's where I think this is going. But we'll see what Asmon says, and we'll keep going on the video. But this is getting a little tricky, dude. This is getting a little, again, a lot of drama for just unnecessary.
If it doesn't use the game code, you don't own the code if the game code is in your mod code. That's what I've learned. Or at least that's what my understanding was. So I can't see how the coding for this wouldn't be involved with Rockstar's code.
It was a shakedown and an extortion attempt from day one. It was all bullshit. We are talking Billy Mitchell levels of frivolous. Everything about this lawsuit was a lie, and it's going to take a separate and quite lengthy video to cover everything in detail. But if you thought that charity was the only scam that Jirard and his company were pulling, you couldn't be more wrong.
Are you telling me that he's doing another one? How does this happen?
Usually people who are scammers, they don't stop once.
Oh my god.
They're usually scummy people. It's just who they are.
To say, this lawsuit never made it to trial. In October, the judge ruled in favor of NoPixel, and now NoPixel is seeking attorney's fees of $233,000.
Plus a $10,000. Oh my gosh.
You know what I think this calls?
That's where that $200,000 left over is going towards. That's why he kept that 200 grand, because he knew this was coming.
For another charity drive.
Yeah, for real.
I think we gotta raise some more money for dementia, boys. We gotta raise about $222,000 for dementia.
And they are probably going to get it. Unlike most other lawsuits in America, when you sue specifically for copyright infringement, it's actually built right into the statute that you can get attorney's fees if you win.
Wow.
And because Tove's lawsuit was so frivolous, and the judge didn't even see a need to go to trial before ruling in NoPixel's favor, Tove is probably going to have to pay up big time. As soon as the judge makes a ruling on the motion
so wait a minute. So does that mean that all of the money that people donated to charity is just going to go to some fucking nerd running a GTA RP server because this guy wanted to file a bullshit lawsuit?
I think so, dude. I think that's what's happening. Sounds like this charity money is going to his family, like they said, siphoning it out, going to his pocket, and to pay his legal fees.
Oh my god. It's going to the lawyers? Yeah, it's... Oh my... This is amazing.
Attorney's fees, I will do a full breakdown of this lawsuit.
How do you let this happen?
Because it really proves that Jirard's shady behavior surrounding his charity was not an isolated event.
What a surprise.
Until then, thank you so much for watching, you legends. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video.
Wow.
I just want to say, chat, screw you guys, whoever said I look like this guy, because this guy is a scumbag. Whoever said that earlier, when we talked about this, screw you guys, man.
What a fucking surprise.
You guys call me a scumbag for sure now. I do not look like a scumbag.
Lawyers always win. Yeah, I guess so, right? Oh my god. I didn't know. See, the thing is that...
Hello, you absolutely...
It's kind of important if, like, he's doing other scams, it makes me believe, like, usually, so if I see one person that does one scam, I will try to see their perspective on it, because it's like, you know, mistakes can happen. People can fuck up, and, you know, it's just how it is. But if this guy is goofing around doing a bunch of other bad stuff at the same time, man, I don't know what to say. Super mega fucked up? Yeah, I don't know what to think. Like, because now it's like, why are you filing this lawsuit? What are you doing? It's just crazy. Coyle's always been a good dude. Is he? I don't even, like, I just don't know anything about GTA RP. I have no idea. Dude had it all, a good community, a good charity, friends, legacy, and everything. To throw all that away.
That's what I'm saying. This guy had everything. And he threw it away for, not chump change, because there's a lot of money here. It's like $600,000. But that's like, I'm sure this guy's pulling close to at least that a year. That's the crazy part about it, chat, is that he had money. Like, to do this rug pull, this scam, it just blows my mind, because he had money. He had a successful YouTube channel, 4 million subs. 4 million subs. He had assets. He had merch. He had a team working with him. He had a good charity to make him look better. It's just crazy. Like, it's just crazy what money will do to people.
For stealing money. To his namesake, Jirard won the Platinum Trophy being a YouTube con man. Frivolous lawsuit, charity, scheme, corruption, thinly veiled threat and apology video, pretend like nothing happens and hope it works. See, it did work though, right? Because if I go and I look at the guy's channel, and I look at this here, and so all this drama happened. Let's look like a year and a half ago, right? Like maybe like right here. The funny thing is that it actually didn't affect him that much. Like, some of these videos had a pretty good amount of views, definitely. But if you look at some of his newer videos after the drama, like, look at this here. 78K, 100K, 91K, 58K, not so good. 75K, 212, 148, 79, 113, 124, like 196. A lot of these videos are still doing pretty well. Check downvotes.
Oh, okay. They're still watching. They're still engaging.
Well,
I bet Asmon has some downvotes on his video too.
well. You know, it still counts as an interaction. It does. And those people are still watching.
Exactly what I just said.
Yeah, who gives a shit? Viewer retention is so funny. Everyone here is just to prey on his downfall. 655K. Every single post here, yup, he's gone. How did the lawsuit turn out? It's sad you went from a YouTuber I looked up for, and you could have not have fallen any farther than.
Okay, chat. We're seeing a little about. We see what's going on a little bit actually. But like Asmon said, and I said earlier, he's still getting the views, he's still getting the clicks, he's still getting the YouTube. YouTube doesn't care. YouTube just cares if you click on the video and engage. So this is great. This is actually great. Just ignore the words. This is a great for the algorithm. Great engagement. YouTube is doing this. Fine video, sir. Fine video. But the audience is also saying go jump off a bridge. So mixed signals for sure.
You already have. That's not true. He could still get worse. Yeah. What do you mean? 1.4 million subs? Yeah, but like.
But these videos are still money makers. He's still making a lot of money on these videos. Like 18K down, 2.5. This is just his feelings, but in reality, he's still making money.
I think getting like 200K views with 1.
This video right here alone, 169K. What was that? That's probably like a couple grand. Probably got a couple grand off this video alone. Like he's not gonna be a big baller like he used to, you know, making $500,000 a year, $1 million a year, but he's still making money to survive. He can always come back. Well, I don't know if he can always come back, but
I think that's pretty good, right? 150K. Yeah, that's still good. And also, like, I mean, the thing is that the only people that are using the YouTube dislike extension are like YouTube extreme users. So like an average person is just going to see the video and be like, okay, what does this Social Blade look like? Let me see.
That's what I would have
his
pulled
channel?
up. Yeah,
What was, like,
let's look at it.
the one video, that one video gamer. Okay, Social Blade.
This is gonna be
here we
this is gonna
go.
make or
Let me
break
see
a
if I can pull it
chat.
up. There it is. Okay, so isn't it supposed to be the other way?
Okay, he's not doing so hot then. Oh wow.
Well, that's not so good, huh? Yeah, that's pretty bad. Subscribers minus 10K.
How did he have so many views on his videos if he's not getting any views? That's not like 10,000 views per day is like $50 a day. So he's not even making $50 a day right now. So he's making an average YouTuber's salary. So he's making about like $20,000 right now. Interesting. Okay.
Video views 250, 85K.
So nobody's actually watching his videos. People are clicking on his videos just to leave their hate comment and leaving. Retention on his videos must be really, really garbage. Like, I see maybe what the problem is now for his channel.
Okay. He stabilized. He did. He I mean, but here's the thing that I'm seeing, right? Is so like this guy got a bunch of hate in November, but like he was already going kind of downhill before that. Well, actually, like, yeah, a little bit, right? And like now it's just, man, things are not looking good for this guy.
All right, chat. I was saying he could recover from this, but I think he's done.
Yeah, it's stabilized at 0. I guess so. Well, no, monthly subscribers is 0. That's it. The stress was getting to him. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I've had a lot of people like make bad videos about.
Again, though, chat, like he was doing well before. He had multiple things going for him: merch, YouTube, Twitch. Like we already stated multiple times, he had multiple things going for him. The channel was built in 2012. Dude, that's just 13 years that he just threw away for a few $100,000. Wow, chat.
Me and like be negative about me. I'll link you guys the video. I cannot wait to see where this goes. The numbers don't lie. No, they never do. Why did he stop making videos? He was doing okay. Yeah, I know. He used to put out multiple ones and then he did one a month. Yeah, overall downfall. He a pussy. Yeah, see, this is the thing is like,
Pussy.
if you want to overcome the like negative stuff, the only thing that you have to do is just keep making content. Never fucking stop. Never stop making content. Never stop going and, you know, putting stuff out there. Overcome it. Yes, you always overcome it. Always do it. That's the secret. Yeah, you never stop, you never bleed. Like a good example, like I can say for like me, right? I've had a lot of dramas over the years. Like there is the WoW Classic drama, there was the Dark Souls drama, there was the Palestine drama, there was what were the other ones? Oh, the Rich drama. There was the the dick sucking drama. No, that wasn't even drama. That was just a good time. Culture drama, bald drama. Yeah, exactly. Game of the year. No, I mean like things that were negative about me. I feel like the Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, that's an old one. So, well, anyway, here's the point, right? Is that I've had so many dramas over the years. And one thing that I've learned is that it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to have any sort of long-term effect. Just keep going. Never stop. Never give in to it. Never, like, every once in a while, I think I've done, like, maybe 1 or 2 apologies for anything that I've ever said. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. Recent drama with the masculine woman tweet. Yeah, well, if you look at all the retweets, all the people that are
Dude has a
retweeting
lot
and
of drama.
saying like bad things about me, they're all fat or they have anime profile pictures. So like, what am I gonna listen to a bunch of hogs talking
Hey, I'm
shit?
fat.
Fuck no. Yeah, I
Shots
don't care
fired,
about
shots
that.
fired.
It doesn't matter to me at all. And also, the,
All right, man. Shots fired. We're done. We're done with the video. But all right, guys. So chat, we're gonna go play some PoE now. So chat, if you guys are still here, I appreciate you guys watching the React content stuff we've been putting out. We're gonna go play some PoE here. That first PoE video was so nice, man. It was so nice. But if you guys are here on YouTube, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Consider liking and subscribing. We do a lot of React content, and then we also play a lot of games. Right now on Valor TV is our Twitch. We're gonna be playing a lot of PoE. So roll over there, guys, if you guys want. Come check it out. And yeah, thank you so much.